Yo, what is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be going through my personal Mortal Kombat 11 tier list. Now, of course, this is based off competing in Mortal Kombat for 2 years, and obviously, this is all personal opinion, and some of my placements may not match up with yours, and that's okay. But I do want you guys to leave a comment down below and let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my opinions. And as always, guys, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Without further ado, let's get into this, baby. Let's go. Okay. So, me personally, I think, and again, this is all opinionated, okay? Like, everyone else is going to have different tier lists. But I do believe firmly that Fujin is the best character in the game. By far. By far. When you look at any character on this game and you think about, you know, what makes a character good, what traits do they have? Fujin has all of those. All of those traits. He has double KBs on both throws, some of the best movement within the game, if not the best movement within the game. And I think that's really downplayed a lot within today's meta, is like how important movement really is. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the worst characters within the game, they usually all share something in common. They have horrible movement. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do think... I generally think Fujin has zero bad matchups. I don't think he loses to any character. There's no character on this roster that stops Fujin from doing what Fujin wants to do, in my opinion. I mean, you may have a few little characters here and there that have a few things that can shut down Skywalker, but besides that, bro, no one's stopping Fujin's back one or his movement. You know what I'm saying? So, I do believe he's the best character in the game. Number two. This dumb busted bitch. Cetrion. Cetrion is number 2 in my opinion. Again, her and Fujin share a lot of the same things. It's just Cetrion doesn't really get that much damage, right? But what she doesn't get damage, she makes up for it. Movement, fucking busted ass teleport, best zoning probably within the game, some of the best chip damage within the game. She resets neutral every single hit. I mean, you just can't stop her. 1-1 tornado, down 3 tornado, down 3 rock wall, 1-1 rock wall. You can't stop it, bro. You can't stop it. You just cannot stop it. Practical KBs, great throw loops, or not necessarily great throw loops, but her throws put you in range for her to do more tornadoes, more 1-1 rock walls. And I generally don't think she has any bad matchups either. I really don't. Her worst matchup is 5-5, in my opinion. But those are the only 2 characters in the game where I do believe they don't have a single bad matchup. Cetrion and Fujin. Now we're going on to characters that do have bad matchups, in my opinion. But I do think the 3rd best character within this game is probably Jackie, in my opinion. Probably Jackie. She does struggle in some matchups, maybe 1 or 2. But once Customs came out and she was able to start utilizing her goop, her dot all over the fucking screen, that really just fleshed her out as a character, man. I mean, she... Before, she didn't really have anything to really counteract zoning or counteract air movement within this game. But once she got goop, it was over, bro. I mean, it was literally over. She has a forward advancing 9-frame mid that you can hit confirm into her her leap. She puts dot all over you. She puts it on the floor. One of the best auto shimmy strings within the game. I mean, you really I mean, she struggles against some characters. Like I said, Shiva, Robo, struggles a little bit against Jade. But her worst matchup, in my opinion, is 6-4. 6-4, probably, somewhere around there. But yeah, 3rd best character in the game. All right, number 4. See, this is where it starts getting tricky, in my opinion. Because there's a lot of characters that I feel could fit this area. But I do want to say that it's probably Joker. Probably Joker at number 4, I would say. Ah, man, that's tough. To me, it will be between Joker and probably Kodal, in my opinion. Joker, Kodal for number 4. But I think Joker's just a little bit better than Kodal, especially with his mids. Because obviously they're faster, but yeah, let's take Kodal out for right now. Let's take Kodal out. So, yeah, Joker number 4. Joker number 4. One of the best mids in the game, in my opinion, with forward 1. A completely hit confirmable, completely safe. Some of the best base damage within the game. Some of the best spacing strings within the game. That's what makes Joker good, is just his spacing in general. He doesn't have the greatest movement, but it's not bad. But his spacing is fucking ridiculous. You put spacing in with the fatal blow that's cancelable, that has a crushing blow on the grab, and it's some of the best in the game. Some of the best in the game, especially now that he has so many viable variations too. So I do think Joker is number 4. But right next to Joker, again, I'm going to put Kodal. I think everybody knows what's good about Kodal at this point. Forward 2, one of the best mids within the game. Great damage. Has multiple tournament viable variations. Has a mid command grab that's a 2-directional input, which is fucking stupid, by the way. So he can literally, and it's a mid command grab. And again, it's just, there's so many moves in Kodal Khan's arsenal that are completely tournament viable, that you just cannot stop. You cannot stop. And his mid command throw ticks off damn near everything. It ticks off stand 1, 2, ticks off down 1. It's busted, man. It really is busted. All right. So I think I'm going to leave. I think I'm going to leave S the way it is. I think I'm just going to make it the top 5 characters in the game, in my opinion. So that is my top 5 right there. And then I'll go down to S-. I'll go down to S-. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Up next, I'm going to put Kabal. Hey, hold on, guys. Stop. Up next, I'm going to put Kabal. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to put Kabal in. I'm going to put him up here too. Yeah, I'll put him up here. I think he's the 6th best character, but I don't think he's S-. I still think he's S tier. But yeah, I'm gonna put him up there. The only reason he's behind these characters, is because Kabal without Slight Gas has the worst movement within the game. And if you have characters like Jade, Cetrion, RoboCop, Shang Tsung, characters that can stop his Slight Gas, he becomes terrible. Like, he legitimately, he can't chase you down because he has one of the worst dash speeds within the game. He has no wave dash, but he does have Slight Gas. But again, you take characters like Jade that can just infinitely down to you out of it 24/7, to the point to where you can't even jump over her. He struggles. He definitely struggles. But you don't have those tools, and Kabal is one of the best characters in the game, in my opinion. But if you do have those tools, like I said, it becomes a big struggle. But again, we all know what makes Kabal good. It's his Slight Gas. He's safe generally on all of his strings. But it's really just the Slight Gas. And the base damage. The damage that he gets off 1 bar. I mean, you can get damn near 42% off 1 bar. So that's what makes him good. It's just his safety and his Slight Gas. Up next, I'm going to put probably... Now we're going to S-. Let's just go ahead and move on to S-. I'm probably going to put SubZero right here. A lot of people are divided on where SubZero is at within the tier list, but I don't think you can put him any lower than top 10. And right now I'm going to put him at 7. So, yeah, I think that's a perfect spot for SubZero. I mean, dude, 50-50s out the ass. One of the best comeback mechanics within the game with this fatal blow. You know, you get 1 overhead into EXI ball and a fatal blow, that's 45%. That's literally 45%. Some of the best spacing tools within the game. The only downfall he really has is he lacks a good mid, but he doesn't really need that. He has a 6-frame down 1. 6-frame down 1 into forward 2, back 3, you're done. You're done, you know? And that's generally just what makes him good, is his 50-50 offense, you know? But you can also play him super safe, too, with creeping eyes. You really can. You really can. But I don't think he can go any lower than number 7. Who would be next? Who will be next? Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Who would be next? What would this be? Number 8? Probably Liu Kang, I would say. Probably Liu Kang. we definitely seen a drop off through Liu Kang, like right around like the time Customs came out. Like not many people were playing him, but now everybody is like really fleshed out the character to the point where like they're using the nunchuck slam with which means you get the full mix between back one and just a regular, you know, high command throw, which really just ups his strike throw pressure. Has great projectiles, great mids, decent plus frames here and there. Not really like it used to be, but you know, I think Liu Kang is just like a perfectly balanced character. Like he's really good, but he's not too good to where it becomes a problem, but he's also not bad. So he really just, he's like what's the word? Like a versatile. He's a very versatile character where he just has everything, but it's not like over the top everything. You know what I'm saying? But there's not much to say about Liu. I mean, like I said, he's just a really versatile character with good mids, decent damage, decent projectile, KB throws on both sides. So he's just a cream of the crop character. You know what I'm saying? Like he just has everything, but it's not over the top. So I'll put him at number 8. Okay, here's where people are gonna start getting mad at me. Here's where people are gonna start getting mad at me. At number, what is this? That's 8. At number 9, I'm gonna put Jade. Jade at number. Actually, I'm gonna put Jade above Liu. I'm gonna put Jade above Liu. And here's why. Delia's Dance. When Delia's Dance came out, it literally took this character and pushed her up 3 tier spots. 3 tier spots. Jade is fucking busted. Busted. Like, dude. It's the only reason you don't see Jade more is because not many people play her, because she's pretty boring. But you take like a high tier player that plays Jade, you're getting shit on, bro. You are getting shit on. One of the best mids within the game. You can cancel it into Delia's Dance. You used to not be able to keep her forward 2 safe, but now you can with Delia's Dance. And every time she amplifies it, she's completely safe, and it resets neutral into her neutral range where she's at advantage, right? With her back 2s, her forward 2s, her back 3. And obviously she has air glaives, which is completely plus. If you do like something like jump 3 into air glaive, it's completely plus. You know what I'm saying? So she's fucking busted. I don't think Jade loses maybe 2 matchups. Maybe. But that's about it. So I'm gonna put her above Liu. And then to finish out my top 10, oh, it's gonna make people mad too. This is gonna make people mad too, but I'm putting them in here, man. Raiden is in my top 10 easily. This character is another character that's fucking busted. Listen, I know my chat's gonna go off at this pick. It's not my fault you guys fucking suck. All right, it's not my fault. Raiden is busted. You name me one character that gives Raiden a hard time outside of maybe 1 or 2 little things that can make the matchup, you know, a little bit unfair. But Raiden is fucking busted. Raiden is literally the character that shits on the most top tiers. Like name me one character that stops Raiden from doing what he wants to do. No one. The only thing that hinders Raiden, in my opinion, is the fact that if you use Storm Cell, you can't obviously use the Raiden variation, which means you're going to rely sometimes on mix. You know what I'm saying? So that's really it. And his damage isn't that high, but he has fucking everything else. So I really think Raiden is fucking busted. Some of the best strike throw within the game too, without a doubt. You mix that with a teleport that you can barely punish offline, then bro. And his back 1-2 is unsafe, but with certain moves you can keep it safe. With Raiden, you can keep it completely safe. You can keep it completely safe. So I'm gonna put him at number 10. Number 11. I'm gonna put RoboCop. For sure, Robo. No, yeah, Robo. Yeah, I'm gonna put Robo. And again, this is me saying Robo at his tournament viable variation, right? So the mid command grab, you know, either you're gonna use missile or the straight rifle. But really, the mid command grab really sets him apart, in my opinion. If you take the mid command grab away, Robo isn't really that like impressive, in my opinion. But with the mid command grab mixed with the zoning, he becomes a fucking problem. He becomes a problem. Mostly just because of the strike throw, right? Like, you're like, okay, he's one of the best zoners within the game, but when he gets close, you have the threat of the mid command grab. And if you try to jump the mid command grab, he can get so many different setups off that, you know, into putting you back to full screen. So yeah, I'm gonna put Robo right there. All right. So what is this? This is 11. I'm gonna put, who would be at number 12? Number 12. It's gonna be either Kano or Geras. I just don't know who I'll put above each other, because they're both good for different reasons. Or maybe Spawn. Nah, Kano. It's definitely Kano. Kano, for sure. I'm gonna put Kano. I'm gonna put Kano. And again, that's just because Kano is one of the most oppressive characters within the game. You get the setup with the Molotov in the corner, and you are guessing literally for your life. One command grab with the Molotov setup in the corner, you're eating 35-40% within the corner. And your health is just tickling down the whole time. So, great command grab mix up, even on whiff sometimes. If you do a down 4 on hit into command grab, you're plus, which means if the command grab whiffs, you're still plus, which is crazy to think about, but he fucking has it. But you know, decent damage, but really it's really about the pressure that he brings with the forward 1 mid that's plus. Some people can duck it. But obviously, you'll just adjust your gameplay to it if they can duck it. But up next, I'm gonna put Geras. I'll put Geras here. Geras. What makes Geras stand out from like the other characters is his strike throw game, 100%. Which this game is based around strike throw for the most part, but Geras does it crazy because he has throw loops, right? His forward throw and backwards throw all puts you in the same distance, so you get infinite throw loops. You mix that with an 11 frame mid, and it becomes a fucking problem. So great damage with the infinite warden variation, and great mix with the mid command grab variation because it ticks off forward too. So I'll put Geras right there. Again, he doesn't do anything like super outstanding besides strike throw, but you coupled the strike throw with the damage that he can get just for 1 bar, and it becomes insane. And he does good against zoners too with his low sand trap. So I think he's a great fucking character. Up next, I think I'm gonna put Johnny. Where's Johnny at? Where is Johnny? Yeah, I'll put Johnny right next to Geras. I mean, Johnny essentially plays the same in every game, right? It's just plus frames out the ass, great spacing, pretty good damage, but it's mostly just in-your-face pressure the whole time. You mix that with like a female hurt box, where a lot of characters are going to whiff on Johnny, and he becomes a pretty big problem. But it's mostly just the strike throw pressure again. Outstanding damage within the corner, but yeah, I'm going to put Johnny right there. But then after Johnny, I'm going to put Spawn, because I don't think Spawn belongs in A tier. I still think Spawn is still an S tier character, maybe S minus, but still S tier. Yeah, I'll put Spawn right there. And what makes Spawn good? Obviously the spacing on 3-4, probably some of the best base damage within the game. His fatal blow does not scale whatsoever. I mean, you can get combos upwards or over 60% easily. So yeah. It's mostly just his spacing on 3-4 and his damage. But God, his damage is so fucking high. I mean, you can't put him any lower than that. Who's next? Who is next? Ooh. I'm going to put Noob. I'll put Noob up here. I'll put Noob in S minus. Yeah. I'll keep Noob there. I think Noob is still an S tier character. Great damage, great unbreakable damage at that. Some of the best spacing strings within the game, some of the best zoning with the low shadow slide, some of the best damage within the game if you really want to talk about it. He can easily get 45% in the corner off one bar. So he's a very, very, very strong character. Auto tracking fatal blow, crushing blows on both sides of his throws. Noob is, it's just, again, he's one of those characters you don't see a lot. You don't see a lot. So it becomes a problem because people start to downplay him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll put Noob right there. Hey, where are you going? Did you get your cinnamon roll? Okay, well, it's in there for you. All right, who's next? Should I go ahead and move down to A? Let me see if there's any more S- characters in here. Okay. Is there any more S- characters? Any more S-? Maybe Kung Lao, maybe. No, with Buzzsaw, Kung Lao is definitely S-, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I'm not gonna sit here and cap, bro. Kung Lao is definitely S- with Buzzsaw. But Kung Lao does come with issues, don't get me wrong, but with Buzzsaw, dude, his pressure with forward 1 is insane. Insane. You mix that with his down 3 mash, because a lot of characters whiff on down 3, he becomes crazy. But yeah, I put Kung Lao in S- for sure. Just with Buzzsaw, though. No other variation. I don't think any other variation is really S tier worthy. But with Buzzsaw, it's fucking crazy, man. His strike throw that he can get off that it's insane. It really is insane. But I think that does it for the S- characters. I think so. Now here's where we're gonna actually start pissing people off, because I have some crazy takes here. The first character in A tier, Sindel, and I don't want to hear it. Oh, you can't react to forward. You can react to forward 2 offline. You can react to back 2 offline. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. This character is fucking busted. They literally designed Sindel for a Gerber baby ass character. I know they did. That's what you call a baby food ass character right there. Right? And you're like, oh, well, you can react to forward 2 offline. So what? You can't react to forward 2-1 into hair flip into anything else, because it's all a mix, right? After forward 2-1, you're literally leaving it up to a fucking Gerber baby ass character to mix you 5 different ways after forward 2-1. And if you guess right, good on you. But if you don't, you're just going to get tilted. And don't even get me started. She has the best crushing blow in the game. Period. Scream KB is the best crushing blow in the game by far. She also has one of the best mid strings within the game with forward 4 up 3. Forward 4 up 3 is one of the best mid strings in the game by far. The only reason Sindel's not higher, and I'm telling you this right now, and you can call cap if you want, but it's because every Sindel player fucking sucks except full auto. Tell me I'm wrong. Every Sindel player fucking sucks except full auto. That's why she's not higher. I promise you. That's why more people's like, oh, Sindel's not that good. Well, yeah, because not many people fucking play her that actually know what the fuck is going on. But Sindel's busted, bro. Sindel is busted. Up next, I'm probably gonna put Cassie. I'm gonna probably put Cassie right here. Cassie used to be up here, right? Before they nerfed her 9-frame mid. Her 9-frame mid used to be 0 on block, which is actually insane. But now she's really tamed down as a character. She doesn't do anything exceptionally well, and she doesn't really do anything bad. It's just, she's just meh. She's just a meh character, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can win with her. You can definitely win with her, but it's like, she doesn't do anything that would make you afraid. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you take Jackie, right? When Jackie hits you on block, you're like, oh shit, what is he gonna go into? You know, leap, double goop, triple goop. Is he just gonna cancel it? With Cassie, she hits you with a forward 4 and you're like, oh, it's my turn. And that's it. But she has great buttons with back 2 and forward 4, you know? But she doesn't really go any higher than that. Decent damage. She gets like 30% on a B&B, but she's one of those characters that with her launcher, you can break out before she gets any guaranteed damage. So when she does kneecapping, you can instantly break out, which really hinders some characters within this game. Because you can't get any down 2 confirmed to, you know, beef up the damage a little bit, you know? So, up next, I'll probably put Shang right here. I'll probably put Shang. Again, Shang is good, but he's not that good, man. He just has too many bad matchups, I feel. If you can punish his Hellspark, that completely cuts out a whole variation of Shang. And I don't think his ninja variation is that good. So it really just comes down to, can you punish Hellsparks? And if you can't, Shang will shit on you. But if you can, then you're going to shit on him. And that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. That's his whole entire matchup queue. Can you punish Hellspark? So yeah, that's all I have to say about Shang. Up next, I'm going to put Shao Kahn. No. I'm going to put Scorpion. I'm going to put Scorpion and then Shao Kahn. But let's talk about Scorpion first. Scorpion, again, in the right hands, I feel. No, let's just base this off matchups. Off matchups, Scorpion does struggle sometimes. He definitely does. But I don't think he struggles enough to be like any lower than this. You know, great damage, great back 3, damn near unreactable, great throw pressure, KBs on both sides now, a spear KB. You can cancel his teleport backwards to keep some of his unsafe strings safe. But yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, really, there really isn't much to say. He's a good character, but he's not terrible. You know what I'm saying? But now, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Shao Kahn above Scorpion. Actually, I might put Shao Kahn above Shang Tsung. I'm gonna keep it real with you here. Yeah, I'm gonna put Shao here. And this is only after the last patch where they buffed Shao. After they buffed him. The only reason Shao Kahn is not an S-, in my opinion, is because sometimes with Shao you have to take risks with his forward 3. I'm sorry, back 3. You have to take some risk. But if you guess right, you're getting some of the best fucking damage within the game. Easily. And now that you can literally bait out someone's breakaway with the shoulder, with the down punch on the shoulder, it's crazy. Crazy. Some of the best damage within the game. One of the best short hops within the game, and short hop came into meta pretty strong. And he has pretty good strike throw mix, but it's really his fucking damage, man. His damage is absurd. You mix that with his range on back 3, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, I'll put Shao Kahn right there. But Shao Kahn used to be terrible before they buffed him. But God, he's so good, man. He's one of the most downplayed characters as well. Up next, I'm gonna put probably Katana. I would say Katana. Hold on. Let me get Chronica out of here. Let me just put Chronica down here. I'm gonna put. Wait, hold on a second. Let me look. Let me really look for a second. Yeah, I'm gonna put Katana there. Again, not much to say. I mean, it's Katana. She's gonna throw some fans at you. But once people really started using the flutter, she became really good because her jump 2 is fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. You're not anti-airing Katana. You just won't do it. She's one of the few characters in the game where you really have to struggle to anti-air that character. But again, you know, outside of that, you know, the low fan toss can be tricky sometimes on the flawless block. But outside of that, she's just decent. She's decent. Up next, I'm going to put Sonia. Again, this is gonna piss people off, man. But Sonya is great. Sonya is a great fucking character. Like, oh, she has no mids. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. This character has some of the best damage within the game. 40% on almost every single launch. Great KBs. Great ring cancel pressure. Great throw loops. An amazing anti-air. Her only drawback is that she has no mids. That's it. That's literally it. Some of the best zoning within the game. Literally, some of the best zoning within the game. But of course, if you don't have a good mid, it does bump you down a few slots. It does. But Sonya is still a great character in my opinion. I still think she is. And also, they did nerf her health. Which I don't get that, by the way. But yeah, she's still great in my opinion. 950 health doesn't put you that far back. I mean, it really doesn't. But, you know, she's not one of the worst characters in the game, like some people say. Like, some people will say, like, Sonya's bottom 5. That's fucking stupid. She's not. She's not. Up next, I'm going to put probably Devora. Probably Devora right here. And again, this is going off her most optimal variation, I think, with her bugs. She's crazy, man. Like, I know I've been saying this a lot, but a lot of characters that are really good in this game have good strike throw pressure, and Devora does it better than most, especially when you couple in like her long reaching normals, her jump 1. She's going to throw the shit out of you all day, and her throw links into her bugs, which links into a full combo. So she's a very oppressive character, but she doesn't get that much damage. That's really what's holding her back, and she doesn't have a mid either. So you really have to establish like a shimmy game pretty early. But if you do that, she's still a great character. I'm going to put Aaron Black. I'm going to put Aaron Black right here. Aaron Black used to be one of the best characters in the game, believe it or not, because his scud shot was fucking stupid. But now he's more like tame. Still has good pressure. Still has a pretty good auto shimmy string, decent damage, but not anything that's going to like blow your fucking socks off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very tame what Aaron Black can do. You know, he can put some acid on the ground, get some pretty decent damage, has a good armor break, but outside of that, it's just decent, man. He's just decent zoning, you know. But really, it's just the pressure with the scud shot. And after they nerfed that, he dropped a few tiers. Up next, I'm gonna put Scarlet, and I know this is gonna piss people off too. I think Scarlet's a fucking amazing character as far as his owner goes. And that is with the boiling point. Once you were able to couple a lot of her moves with boiling point, she became so fucking strong, bro. So strong. But she has issues. And one of her issues are being you can break out of almost every one of her combos. But if you don't have breakaway, you're eating 30% from a zoner on a 3-hit combo. A 3-hit combo. That's ridiculous. You couple that with some of the best zoning within the game, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Her armor break's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's not great. And if they don't break, you're losing a lot of damage. So, but again, great buttons in my opinion. Forward, great button. Stand for, a great button. 1-2, great. It's great. And a lot of people make the argument that like she's not good because she has so many flaw spot gaps, but you can literally OS every one of her flaw spot gaps with parry. So she becomes really strong. One of the best up 2s in the game and up 3s in the game as well. So she's really good. She's really good, in my opinion. Up next, I'm probably gonna put Probably Jax, I would say. Probably Jax. Again, just a really oppressive character. Strike throw mix, command grab KB, heats the arms up, does some great base damage. But you really have to play only one variation. You know what I'm saying? And that's his launcher. If you don't have the launcher, he's fucking trash. But you put the launcher on there, he's decent. He's decent. You can do some sauce with him. Probably one of the best fatal blows within the game too. And great comeback potential. But outside of that, you know, if you have a life lead on Jax, he's not scary. But if Jax hits you with that motherfucking fatal blow, and you're about like one grab away from dying, it's scary. It's fucking scary. So he's still a good character. He's still a good character. One of the best mids in the game, obviously, with Forward 3. But yeah. That's all I really have to say about Jax. I mean, he's not really that complex of a character, you know? Up next, I'm probably going to put... probably Rain, I would say. I'll put Rain right here. I put Rain down here. I think this is going to be the biggest tier. Like, I don't think there's many characters that go into B tier here. Maybe none. We'll see. But I'm going to put Rain here. And the only reason Rain isn't lower is because of his movement speed. If Rain didn't have his movement, he may be the worst character in the game. And that's not a joke. His buttons aren't that great. His buttons are not that great. But you mix his buttons with his movement, oh man, he gets fucking, oh dude. I mean, he is literally, I think, tied with Fujin for the fastest movement within the game. In my opinion. In my opinion. But outside of that, I mean, you know, pretty decent armor break, decent damage. But it's really a strike throw pressure mixed with his movement and good zoning too. A lot of people don't play Rain optimally, in my opinion. In my opinion. But I'm gonna put Rain right there. Up next, I'm gonna put probably Collector. Probably Collector, I would say. Collector's good. I mean, he has a mid command grab, but he's not great. He has a lot of floss block gaps that can be easily exploited to his disadvantage. Pretty good damage, I would say. Great down two for anti-airs, but he's just decent, man. He's not that great. I mean, with his Vile variation, he has pretty good zoning as well, but it's nothing that's fucking crazy. It's nothing that's crazy. Up next, I'm gonna put probably, it's either gonna be Nightwolf or Frost. I just don't know who I would say is better. I mean, I would say Frost is probably better than Nightwolf, just by a fraction though, by a fraction. But again, Frost is just decent. The only thing I would say that Frost has on other characters is a lot of matchups in this game. Some characters have like one button that will anti-air anything, like Frost, like Terminator. Whereas some other characters, you may have to mix up your buttons. You know what I'm saying? You may have to mix up your buttons to anti-air. Sometimes you may have to down two. Sometimes you may have to down one, depending on the range. But Frost can down three you all fucking day and anti-air you with anything. So that's her best tool, in my opinion, is literally your anti-air. And whenever your best tool is your anti-air, you're not that great of a character, in my opinion. In my opinion. But up next, I'll put Nightwolf. Nightwolf literally struggles because of one factor. He has, like, his strike throw was good. Don't get me wrong. Especially when you mix it with his command grab. But you're never going to get guaranteed damage with Nightwolf. You can break out of anything. You can literally break out of anything. Other than if he uses the roll variation. But that's not even that good. It's not even that good. His overhead is completely reactable. What is it, like 26, 27 frames? Maybe even 28? No, I think it's 25. It's 25 or 26. Either way, it's fucking trash. You know what I'm saying? So with Nightwolf, you have to take a lot of chances to even open people up. And it's never really in his favor. But if you do open people up, he's pretty damn decent. Again, once we get down here, these characters are just decent. They're very decent. Very decent. Up next, we may move down to B tier. We may move down to B tier. But yeah, we're moving down to B tier. I'm gonna put Shiva right here at the bottom of B tier. I'll put Shiva right here at the bottom of B tier. She's okay. She's not necessarily bad, but once they nerfed her and she got 950 fucking health, which makes no sense, by the way. she's not really that great. She's not really that great. Stubby ass buttons, decent pokes, decent mix with her overhead command grab. I'm sorry, low command grab. It's I don't know. It's just decent. She's just decent. Down 3 is a very decent poke. Down 3 is a very decent poke. It's 8 frames. It's very decent. But outside of that, she's going to struggle in some matchups. She's going to struggle in some matchups. Definitely. Especially characters that have fast pokes and low profiling pokes as well. You're going to get fucked up. Up next, I'm going to put Rambo. A lot of people say Rambo's the worst character in the game. I disagree heavily. I don't think Rambo is anywhere near the worst character in the game. You could make the argument he's bottom 5. I'll put him bottom 5, but I think with the low, what is it called, leopard crawl? I think he's pretty decent now. He's not the best. Like in some matchups, Rambo literally shits on characters with Claymore setups. But outside of that, like again, a lot of his moves are punishable, very slow. Not really the best damage ever, but he's okay. He's okay. Up next, I'm gonna put Baraka. Again, one of the main problems Baraka has, he has terrible movement. He has no movement whatsoever. None. Like, none. The most you're gonna do is back 2. Back 2. But back 2, if you flawless block it, it's completely punishable. And it's completely reactable, so there's no reason you shouldn't be flawless blocking it. He does semi-decent in certain matchups against jump-heavy characters with spine bursts, like Kabal, like Jackie. But he's not putting out damage like that to even still do anything. You know what I'm saying? He has a decent auto shimmy that's has a flawless block gap. So you have to take a risk sometimes to even open people up. So, but it's really his fucking movement. His projectile probably, I mean, it's just a normal ass projectile. You know, it's a blade spark. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing special. But that's about it. Up next, I'll probably put Terminator. And the only reason I don't think Terminator's like, I won't put Terminator in the worst character in the game is because he does have mix. And with mix, you sometimes can squeak out a win against certain characters. But he obviously struggles in damn near every matchup within the game if you can space him out. If you're a zoner in this game, you shit on Term. There's no reason you should lose to Term. He does have I mean, you do have the teleport, but it's not good. To even keep it safe, and it has one, okay, hold on. To even keep it safe, you have to spin a bar, right? But most teleports in this game are kind of hard to read sometimes, but Terminator's teleport literally has one of the biggest fucking animations I've ever seen on a teleport ever. And it literally like fucking, like if you're not reacting to that, you fucking suck. I'm sorry. You fucking suck. Terminator sucks. It's a trash character. It's a trash character. Trash character. Trash character. I think the worst character in the game is probably Molina. I really do. I think Molina is just a fucking terrible character. I really, truly believe that. I truly, truly, truly believe that Molina is fucking terrible. The only thing Molina has, the only thing she has is movement. That's it. That's it. You know how up there I said Rain has decent buttons and you know he has decent movement or great movement and pretty good damage? Molina has none of that. None of that. None of that. The most you're going to see Molina do is backdash into projectile. That's it. That's it. You fight against a Molina that's a high level player, they're going to be backdashing and using projectiles the whole time. And you can't win with that. You cannot win with that, especially within this game. She has a decent mid with back 1, but it's super, super stubby. Super stubby. So you can outspace that shit all the time. She has like a command grab tick throw that's decent. It's also her armor break. But the biggest thing that sucks about Molina is when you do, in fact, get someone in a combo, you can instantly break that shit without any guaranteed damage. So you're only getting like 15%. You're only getting like 15% damage per hit. And if you don't open them up by the time they get their breakaway back, you're only going to get another 15%. So it fucking sucks. There's a few characters in the game like that. Like Cassie is one of them. Actually, Cassie is super similar to Molina if we're talking about damage output. But the thing about Molina doesn't have a 9-frame mid. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have great fucking spacing on back two. You know, you give Molina a couple of more good buttons and she moves up to probably A tier. But she doesn't. Her buttons are pretty trash. Forward 1 is a high that you can duck. She's terrible, man. Like, I truly believe Molina is a terrible character. Truly believe that. But I think that's pretty solid for my tier list. I think I don't really want to change anything. I don't think.